I step off the plane and into the heat. The air feels thick, almost deliberate, like it's asking me to notice it. People move around me calmly, efficiently, almost too efficiently. I glance at the crowd, and I realize no one is rushing, but everything is happening on time. If I were back in America, some of this would feel strange, maybe even frustrating. I walk toward the airport exit. The signs are everywhere, clear, unobtrusive, guiding without shouting. I notice a family waiting quietly for a taxi, children standing still, not fidgeting. In America, at least one of them would be checking their phone, impatient, asking questions loudly. Here, there's a stillness, and it carries weight. A taxi pulls up. The driver greets without excess, nothing theatrical, just acknowledgement. I sit in the back seat. The traffic moves steadily. Not aggressively, not lazily. It's disciplined. It's almost clinical. I catch myself bracing for honking, for chaos, for the kind of unpredictability I'm used to. It never comes. I step onto Orchard Road. The city hums softly, not loudly. I hear footsteps, distant conversations, air conditioning units above. It's alive, but it's quiet in a way I didn't expect. People pass me by, polite, aware, and there's an unspoken rhythm to it. I realize I've been waiting for an interruption, for someone to break the flow. It never happens. The crosswalks catch my attention. No one steps forward until the light is green. I watch an older couple, waiting, patiently. In America, they might already have crossed, waving cars away, pressing their luck. Here, rules matter in a way that almost feels unfamiliar. The small pauses, the silence between footsteps, feel almost heavy. And then it happens. I feel the first tug of discomfort. I sit on a bench by a fountain. People move around me, some reading, some talking quietly, some staring at their phones with measured intent. Even the pigeons feel orderly. I'm aware of my own movements, my own pacing. I realize I feel conspicuous. I'm used to blending in with noise, with chaos, with unpredictability. Here, standing still feels like an observation itself. I notice how quietly life flows around me, every movement intentional. If this kind of calm, reflective observation resonates with you, please consider subscribing to the channel for more. You can subscribe now to see more videos like this as they come out, without missing any. The smell of street food drifts past. The scents are subtle, layered, not overpowering. I walk into a small hawker center. Vendors work silently but efficiently, calling out only when necessary. Orders are precise, delivered quickly, without extra fanfare. I notice the diners, polite, organized, almost ceremonial in their eating. I could almost time their chewing. Even the ambient sounds are controlled. Nothing spikes too high. Nothing feels intrusive. I walk along the MRT station platform. People queue in perfect lines. Doors open. People board calmly, no pushing. I want to fidget. I want to break the rhythm. I resist. I'm learning a new pace. The trains arrive exactly on time. The announcements are soft, clear, and calm. In America, the same station might feel chaotic, hurried, a sensory overload. Here, there's order. And yet, the stillness is almost overwhelming. I turn a corner into a park. Joggers pass in steady, even strides. A mother watches her child play. No yelling, no chaos. Dogs wander with leashes slack, owners attentive, conversations minimal. The environment demands awareness, but not intrusion. I feel like an observer more than a participant. I catch myself holding my breath. A gentle breeze brushes past the flowers lining the pathways. Everything seems intentionally placed, every movement deliberate. Tourists adjust to the pace, some uneasy, some delighted. I realize my discomfort isn't about the city. It's about my own expectations, trained by a different rhythm. This is the part most people don't notice. I walk into a small cafe. Orders are placed politely. Coffee arrives swiftly, quietly. People sip, read, work, talk in hushed tones. It's normal here. I think about how loud a cafe in America might be. Phones ringing. Conversations overlapping. Chairs scraping. Music blasting. Here, even silence has shape. I walk along the waterfront. Boats glide silently. The water reflects the city lights, steady, precise, almost too perfect. People sit on benches, quietly talking. A couple leans in for a photo, smiles understated. I compare this to what I'd expect back home. It would be louder, more intrusive, more chaotic. Here, the subtlety demands attention. I walk past a street musician. The sound is gentle, melodic, not amplified. A few stop, nod, smile, then move on. No one crowds him. The space itself seems respected, almost curated by the people who move through it. I feel like I'm learning a new kind of patience. The scent of flowers drifts from a nearby garden. I stop, inhale. Everything seems intentional, controlled, quiet. I notice small details, a leaf floating in a fountain, a bicycle passing, a brief nod exchanged between strangers. I realize the city is teaching me awareness. The sun begins to set. Shadows stretch across sidewalks, reflecting the geometry of the city. I stop at a pedestrian bridge, watching the movement below. Everything is flowing, disciplined, calm. I notice a subtle anxiety fading from myself. I'm adjusting, slowly, almost unconsciously. And then I realize something else. There's a rhythm here that's not about control. It's about respect. Respect for time, space, people, life itself. I step onto a quiet street. Lights reflect softly on wet pavement. A couple walks past, speaking in low tones. I notice the sound of my own footsteps, careful not to disrupt. In America, I'd likely not notice anything beyond the noise. Here, every detail matters, and I'm finally noticing how much I've been missing. I glance at the skyline. Buildings rise, structured, precise. No chaos, no shouting, no desperation. It feels alien at first, but slowly, I start to understand. Life here is paced differently, quietly, intentionally, and yet, the discomfort is real, but fading. I continue walking, blending with the rhythm of the city. My own expectations shifting, reshaping. I feel a strange comfort in the structure, even as it challenges me. I realize there's much more to understand about life here. If you're drawn to this kind of quiet observation, you'll find more of it on this channel. There's still so much to notice, so much more to experience. And for those from America or elsewhere, adapting to this rhythm is a journey worth observing.